Hey guys, can you hear me alright? This is working alright, Can. How you doing? Sorry, I got some buttons I need to press. What am I missing? Does it sound okay? Sorry, I've had to do some major updates in the last couple of days, so... Hopefully nothing breaks, but we'll see. Because, yeah, since I updated drivers, the, encoder issues have been happening, so I've kept the current drivers, but I've updated OBS. So hopefully everything will be stable. If not, I'm gonna have to look at doing a driver reversion, which I would rather not do, but if I have to, I have to. Hi, Active. You doing alright? Can you hear me okay? You been up so much? Right, that's looking good. Sorry, Char having brain farts today. Thanks on to T-Rush, guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, does it all sound good? It's all good? Should be. Alright. Brain fart. What am I doing? Sorry, I need to wake up. I'm completely frazzled mentally. I slept in this morning and it still wasn't enough, like, zombie mode, you know. Mic sounds good. Okay, cool. If there's any issues, just let me know, guys. As I say, it's a problem with every time I update stuff. I had to do OBS, I had to do a bunch of plugins, I had to do Stream Deck. Hi, Amanda. How you doing? So, yeah. It was a lot I needed to do. The thing is, I'd fix one thing and it'd be like, oh, no, this plugin's now broken. Go round and round in circles yesterday getting stuff done, but I got there. We got it done. Hey, Brody. So, hey, let's see. I will set you up with that. How are you doing today? You alright? Ah, so yeah, anyway, everything is fine. Everything is all good, hopefully. Like I say, knock on wood, it behaves itself and it'll be okay. We're gonna play. We're gonna chill. Your dog has decided... Ah! Okay. You are the chair. Fair enough. Oh, Birdie's friend as well. Hi. I'm assuming that is not a freaky coincidence and you genuinely do know each other, because that would be really bizarre. Oh, hugs, Listy. I hope we're going to be alright, mate. Right, I need to put some vehicles in, don't I? We got those two back pedal vehicles in, didn't we? Let's play them. So we've got the Washington and the Welkin. Have I got a set that I can shove them in? This is probably going to be the most appropriate one. So, I think we get rid of the 6.3. Oh, that's a 6.7. Okay. Okay. Right, let's bung that in instead of the Lancaster. I know, right, Pyro? It's still terrible, isn't it? Right, we'll get rid of that Seafire. As much as I love it, and it's cute and adorable, and it deserves head pats, etc. I'm gonna swap it out. Right, crew, upgrade. Right, hopefully everything's gonna be okay. CPU's taking battering. Oh, yeah, that's not good. I mean, mine's getting up to about 51, 55 degrees, but... How many hours have I got? Just shy of 3,000. Bit cooler up north. Oh, 20 degrees, dude. I'd kill for that right now. We've been about 27-ish last couple of days. It's not as bad as it was. It's still bad, though. Oh, okay. That's good, Pyro. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Silver lining. Yeah. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Hi, Charede. I have got top tier. Yeah, I'm not playing them right now, though. Destroy players. That's easy. What do I have? F16, F20. I got a bunch of random shit. A lot of it's snail allowance related. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. So, plan for today. I haven't mentioned it yet, but plan for today. So we'll do our War Thunder shenanigans. We've got Forza later. We'll lobby up for Forza. And then to wrap out today, depending on time and the flow of things, we've got Incree Night. And we have that sports game shop. Sports card game shop simulator. Sorry, just to confuse matters. So we'll see how we do for time. I am going to be seeing Josh tonight. So, I need to make sure I'm off at a sensible time. I also still have a long list of jobs to do. I haven't managed to read your mum's bed yet. I need to sort the cheesecake situation out. I got dishes I'm gonna have to do tonight. I did a load yesterday, though. How have I been handling the heat? Not very well, but I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. Doesn't help that 2 aircon units broke. I'm currently sat waiting on replacements. I'm not buying more aircon units. I don't want water pissing all over my floor again. Hey, Marcus. So, I've got 2 Dreo fans on the way. So, but I have to wait. I have to wait, sadly. So, yeah. So, that is annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, I can't open the windows, because I'll disturb the neighbors, and then, you know, unfortunately, we've got some neighbors in the cul-de-sac over that do, illegal, plant material, we'll call it. And they also like to blast music, and with all the football recently, they've been even worse than normal. So, I have to always keep my windows and doors shut. And then I don't want to disturb my mum during the day. So, the door into the main hallway also has to be shut. So, I'm basically just cooking myself in an oven in here 24/7 in the summer. I got my little pedestal fan, though. It's going strong still. It's doing okay. I'm keeping an eye on the motor in it, though, because I don't want to overheat it. But yeah, I got 2 fans hopefully going to turn up, but I've got to wait. One of them should be here next week. The other one, it could be up to like a month and a half before it turns up. They haven't been specific yet. But one of those is going to be going to my mum. Because I'm desperately trying to keep her cool, although it is much cooler downstairs in the house. I think even she's conceded she's been struggling with it recently, so I'm making the effort to try and, you know, fix things for her. She does have a fan, she just refuses to use it. Because it's one of those big round head ones, and it gets in the way of the TV, and it's been annoying her. So, and she's stubborn. If she don't like something, she's just gonna tell you she don't like it. That's just how she is. Oh, Death Tower fans, yeah, they can be good. Why does it use more lucky than the massive one? I have no idea. That sounds not good. See, that's one thing I'm hoping this new one isn't going to use too much, because at the moment I've just got the pedestal fan in, but I've got one plug bar down here with both my computers plugged into it. Don't want to overload the socket. Hi, Ryu. How you doing? You doing okay? Third series is starting today for Forza. Ooh, okay. I hope they don't update the game in the middle of my stream. It's bad enough I've got an ARC update that's pending I still need to finish. Yeah, my problem is lack of plug sockets. I don't have many in here, and the ones that are in here are obstructed currently by crap, so I can't even get to them, annoyingly.
Somebody attack him.
So, Italian exotics. Ooh, okay, should be interesting. Ow! I'll tell you what we are going to do on Forza today, though. I've got a wristband event, so we're going to do the rocket wristband event. today. That'll probably be the first thing we do. So we've got wristband event to do. We could do some more sushi shenanigans.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
I think the reset for event stuff is today, isn't it? On top of the Italians. Yeah, the space one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one we're gonna do. So if we want to co-op for that, we could do that. We've got more story stuff we could do as well. Got the end of the Drift Club stuff to do. And I have the other ones to do as well. So, there's no shortage of things I can be doing, basically, in the game. Oh, yeah, peer pressure. Yeah, I still haven't 3-starred that yet. I need to do that. That's on my to-do list. I don't know quite when I'm going to get round to it, but I need to do that. It's the only one I haven't got 3-star on at the moment. I had to upgrade some vehicles yesterday, though, because I was doing 2 championships. And it wanted off-road buggy type vehicles from 2010s. I was like, that's a bit oddly specific. I only have 3 vehicles that meet that criteria. Yeah, it's Sure Adventure. So, yeah, I had to do some customizing yesterday of some vehicles. I didn't enjoy the Aerial Atom, unfortunately, although I love Aerial Atoms just as a thing as a whole. They were just really not turning very well. So I ended up resorting to this. I think it was like a 2017 Ford of some description. That worked out a lot better. So, anyway, it was fine. I got it sorted in the end. But, yeah. I just gotta see what we can do today. But yeah, wristband definitely. Maybe finish off that little story thing. See what we can do. Obviously it's gonna depend on the lobby size a little bit as to some of what we do, but we'll see. And then yeah, I need to farm up to the next wristband, which is gonna be interesting. So yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, Adventure, if you want to share tips, that's cool. Use Anna to drive the car. Wow, really? Get the AI to... Jeez. See, I haven't used her at all. I haven't used her at all.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Oh. Okay. Oh, your breeze is gone. That's not good. The car you get from the spot for so it's not like exactly. Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. Hang on. I don't think my closed captioning software is working. Oh, hang on. Hello? Are you guys seeing the captions now? Sorry, things are breaking, unfortunately, just due to the updates I've done. I've just reselected my mic on it. Think it's now picking it up now. You should be getting my derpy translations. Not dirty! Derpy! Oh my god! No! Bad! It's doing me dirty, that much is for sure. I'm just reading it. Okay, it's now coming up. Good. Hey, Stuart. How you doing? You don't see any? They should start popping up again now. You do need to activate them, though.
Oh my!
Sorry, all my plugins broke when I did my updates. And I just noticed it wasn't doing the auto trans. Yeah, now you see them. Yeah, it thought I said dirty instead of derpy, and I was like, no. Yeah, sorry, it took a few seconds. We're gonna be fixing things today as we go along. Yeah, I'm not too bad, we're chilling. No, I don't hate, no, it's Stuart. Stuart is what I was trying to say. Or it's translated that as Stuart for some reason. Oh, fun and games. Anyway, at least it's working now. We've got it working. Yeah, as I say, today is going to be the experimental fix things day. Hopefully we don't get an encoder crash. Because that was the whole reason I had to do all the updates in the first place. Until I break it again. Thanks! Yeah, full of optimism, aren't we? You guys know me too well. That's the problem. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Adventure. I was just saying, I've never used the Anna auto drive. But I will bear that in mind. Kinda want to beat it legit, though. That's kind of funny, though, that using that works. I just don't want to use it, though, because I want to play legit. So otherwise, I might as well just not even install the game. Just let it play itself. Which feels a bit daft and stupid. Do you know what I mean? Right, we got that. The fact it's 6 days till the end of this is kind of scary. Right. Oh, Char's scared. Hopefully we can get that done. That'll be 3 levels there. That's gonna be the last challenge I can do for this BP. But that will get us 3 more done. I'm not gonna be able to play over the weekend, unfortunately, so I'm gonna lose a huge chunk of days. I'm basically gonna come back Monday. I'm gonna have Monday, Tuesday, and then we're locked in, basically. 3 levels will get me to 71. I'm probably going to be just short. I reckon I'm going to need a 1 or 2. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing alright. Oh, the spaceport one is a timed one as well. Okay. Great. I have to see how I do on that then. I'll try. Worst case, I have to redo it, right? So, I'm sure we'll be fine. What kind of play is that? The one I'm about to hop in is called the Washington. It's a bomber. They added the Washington and the Welkin recently, so we've back-grinded those. But they're in the British set. Alright, we're just playing them for upgrades, and then I'm going to bounce back to researching other vehicles. That's the Batman plan. Alright, they're doing okay, though, at the moment. Why is my speed on here so high? Hang on. Interesting, I have the bitrate set to 6,000 and it's doing a lot more than that. Love it when software doesn't behave like it's supposed to. Oh, fun and games. Best way to grind? I mean, play the best you can. The better you play, the more points you get. It really is as simple as that. But I would say don't focus on just doing kills. Make sure to focus on objectives and ways you can remove tickets from the enemy, because that will get you those wins more. It'll also help your teammates stay alive for longer, and hopefully yourself as well, which will help. And then you can do things like precursor researching. Boosters are a thing. Those can help you. But yeah, it really just boils down to that. Obviously, the modes you're playing, understanding how they function and work is super important. Holy crap, there's one big rack underneath that. Okay. I've got that vehicle. I don't recall equipping that to it. I might misremember him, but I don't think I've ever put that on it, but okay. What's better? What's better is what suits you. Realistic does have increased scaling on it, so you will hear a lot of people say play realistic, don't play arcade if you want to get there faster. But what they won't tell you is there's a bit more nuance to this. The increased scaling is percentage derived. So if you play substantially worse in realistic versus your arcade performance, yeah, that scaling will kick in, but won't offset your ability deficit. So you need to figure out where you play best, basically, to make the best, you know, of your matches. If you can handle the more difficult mode, congrats, you know, the extra scaling will help you, and it's just an added bonus at that stage. But there may be a situation where actually it's not going to help you in the way that you might think it would. The other thing to consider as well is the scaling associated with BR. BR is battle rating. So a higher BR is basically a higher tier vehicle. So if you play really high BR arcade proficiently, but you can't play realistic to a comparable BR, let's say maybe you're 2 or 3 tiers below, the scaling ain't gonna offset that, if that makes sense. The scaling you'll get from the BR is gonna actually end up potentially being more. So again, that might be a situation where you're better off in arcade. Hi Casper, how you doing? So again, there's no one size fits all with this. And I'm a prime example of this. When I play tanks, I actually earn more in arcade. But that's because my performance differential and the tier at which I play is so substantial. But if you're talking comparison for comparison's sake, like let's say exactly the same BR, it's then just going to boil down to performance, really. And if you can do the more difficult mode, then excellent. There will be situations where if you're slightly worse in arcade, sorry, slightly worse in realistic versus arcade, you're still going to be better off because of the scaling, but the only way to know is by looking at your own stats and your own match rewards to figure that out. You've also got to bear in mind as well, the queue times between them are going to be different. The match lengths may be different. So these are all factors to potentially consider if you want to, like, min-max your time and your progress. But it's going to require a little bit of self-reflection on your part to figure out what's best for you. Because it isn't all set and dry. As I say, a ton of people will just say, play realistic, play the harder mode, you'll get more, you know. But it's not as black and white as they like to make it out as it is, if that makes sense. There's a ton of nuance kind of lost in the debate, which can be really misleading, especially for new players that don't know better. So hopefully that helps inform you a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about better in terms of what you enjoy playing, again, that's very personal. That's not something I can decide for you either. But I would advocate play what you enjoy, because if you enjoy the game, you're more likely to stick with it long term. Don't worry too much about meta early on. Just, you know, have some fun with it and try and experience different vehicles, see what works for you, what doesn't. Also, as well, you might get a stock vehicle that sucks and you really hate it. Try and persevere to getting it maxed out for upgrades. Because sometimes I have found vehicles that I really hated in stock config, but actually were phenomenal once they were upgraded. So, don't write off at a vehicle immediately. You might have a general vibe you don't like it, but if you can persevere with it, you may end up actually finding your favourite. Because the upgraded version of it might actually be just that much better. So, a little bit of perseverance in that regard can be a good thing, if that makes sense. Generally speaking, once I've gotten in a vehicle, I get a rough feel for it, but, yeah, there's always going to be, there's like odd ones here or there. It's like, ugh, didn't really like that, but then actually really kind of grew to love it with a bit of time. So really just depends, you know. Thanks again, Seven and Casper. Thanks for the follows, appreciate it. Hi, Twisted, how you doing? You guys alright? I'm a beginner. I've got about 3,000 hours in the game, and I've been playing the game since 2013. So I wouldn't call myself a beginner. I'm an old hat on the game, but I did take a prolonged break between 2015 and around 2022 when I got back. So though. I'm a fairly average player, is what I'd call myself, but I'm an old fart. I've been in the community a long time. You still don't get a jet and you've been playing since 2020? Yeah, give it time. I mean, I know there are people that have managed to do it in under a month. It really just depends on how much time you've got to throw at the game, your level of experience, what you can squeeze out of each match. Hi, back. Yeah, I mean, I'm going about it the slow method, Urban. I'm just chilling. Yeah, it's a shame it didn't work out back. It is what it is. I mean, the upside for me is at least I won't have people screaming football shit near me. Because it's now all over. But yeah, it's a shame they kind of whiffed it at the end. I didn't watch the match, but I heard about it from others. Hi, Jay. Is this game set in the Vietnam War? No, it's not, K-Broski. It covers a very, very wide time period. So you've got everything from World War I up to around, I think the 1960s, 1970s-ish, I believe, is where it cuts off. Hey, Tavadu, what are you doing? At least you're not pay to win. I don't think this game is pay to win. I do think this pay to progress a little faster. Now there's debate whether you could consider that pay to win or not. But ultimately you can have all the tools in the box, but if you suck in a vehicle, you're still gonna suck. So for that reason, I don't consider it pay to win. Do I stream War Thunder? Yes, I'm streaming War Thunder literally right now. And yes, I do it pretty much every day that I'm online. I stream about 3 to 4 days a week. Why do I have so many slots? Just because I can. It's completely unnecessary. I had leftover random GE. Pretty much just speed up the grind. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. You could give someone an F-16. Doesn't mean they're going to last more than 10 seconds and not crash it into the ground. So... no, I don't think you did, Cope. Hi, Crazy. Should you buy Challenger 2? That is a personal preference thing. Give you premium? No, don't do e-begging here. It's highly inappropriate and rude. If I had to do it for one person, I'd have to do it for everyone. And I'm not made of money. I do this for a living and I don't make full-time income. Even though I do full-time hours, so... Best thing I can recommend, son, is go get a job. And when you've got all the essentials covered, then you've got money left over to buy non-essentials like War Thunder. Best of luck with your fundraising adventure. But that's for you to do. Thanks for follow, Jay, by the way. Appreciate it. 1v1s, I don't do 1v1s. Sorry. We have got customs planned for the future. No ETA on them. And it ain't gonna be 1v1s. It's just gonna be silly random shit. It's just gonna be like tug-of-war, asymmetric, hide-and-seek, that kind of silliness. I like to keep it pretty chill here. Normally on stream I'm focusing on grinds and getting things done. Got like 6 days left on current BP, so I'm just trying to rattle out the last few levels at the moment. Don't buy top tier. Yeah, I mean, if you're an experienced player, maybe you've already got to top tier or something or close to, you know. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah, going in fresh and then doing it's kind of bad. Okay, right. Well, the person who was e-begging is not replying or apologizing, so that's going to be a block. The least you can do is own your behavior and apologize. So that's going to be a ban for that person. We don't tolerate bad manners here. No worries, Charede. You have a good one. You stay safe. Catch you around. You have a wonderful day. No, that's all good, Urban. You are welcome to come and go as you please, ma'am. We're chilling most days. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's good, it's good. Oh, yeah, sure, Cope. Yeah. Yeah, you ding me a DM, dude. Yeah, ding me a DM. I'll have a look in a second. Right, there we go. That's that one avoided. I'm waiting for this guy to dip, but I don't think he's going to. I think he's actually going for the other guy. Oh no, he's changed his mind. Hello. You want to come play? Oh, is I gotta get behind him? What is he in again? He's in a jail. He can outturn me. Great. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to say he's gonna slot behind me. Oh, I'm giving up on that. I think we're gonna have to just... Oh, I got one. Got that one. Right. Let's go grab another one. Lost the match. We did alright. You rode at a boat ramp. Oh, okay. Oh no, you flooded. The engine got flooded. That's not good. Hey, Juan, how you doing? Yeah, that'll happen, Urban. That'll happen. You'll be okay though. Don't worry. Maybe look at your altitude and where you are in relation to teammates. That can be helpful. Ramp 2. That sounds like a tank. I'm gonna go with I don't need that. 20% discount's rubbish anyway. You got it started, holy crap. Did you have to drain it out? Did you have to drain it out? Because, no, was it not like flooded? Oh my god, that is well and truly beached. Sorry, I've just seen the pic, dude. I do play top tier, just not very often. So many campers. If you're running into that many, you're getting unlucky. There's only normally 1 or 2 in a match, generally speaking. And it's normally people just being scrubs when they do it. Chance to get a job. Oh! Okay. God knows back, no idea. Why did he not have any oars in the boat? That seems daft. Oh, the current took him down there. Whoopsie! That's not good. Yeah, that's really not good. What mode are you playing, Urban? If you don't mind me asking, and what BR range? Just curious where you're having all these problems at the moment. Hey, thank you, Aviation. The tank, yeah, the British tanks, the early stuff is rough. If you can get past the early stuff, the late stuff is great, apparently. The problem is I haven't got to that because it put me off playing tanks for 2 years. So, I completely sympathize with you. But yeah, the early British tank stuff is really rough. Right. Nukes. If you want to get a nuke in the game, you have to hit a score requirement. You also need to be playing above a certain BR range. Oh, it's just hydro locked. Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, at least you fixed it. It's good. Aussie M1. Yeah, I don't know about any of that. I barely play the tanks. I do play them. My tank knowledge is atrocious. Hey, Cat, how you doing? You bought your way up to 5.3. Interesting. I mean, 5.3s are good. There's some good stuff around that range. I hope you're able to cope, though. Just because you're going to be on the verge of meeting the jets at that stage. And don't know what your experience in flight games are, but that might be a little bit of a shock to the system. Because it's going to be a little bit different to Tier 1. But if you're already most of the way there, then you should be alright. MiG-21. I need to get some more MiGs. I do have a MiG. I think I have a couple, actually. I need to sort those out. I'll get around to it at some point. What, Germany? What, for Germany for tank? Yeah, Germany for tanks is good. They're really solid. They do have a bit of a meme reputation. But honestly, for me, it was the best and first one for me to really get into tanks and feel a little more comfortable, so... I'm kind of using them as my gateway starting point for tanks, because, I struggle in tanks, as you guys know. Hey, Claw. This guy, yeah, just blow me up, sure. Ouch. Let's put the Welkin in first, and then we'll go back for the other one. Not a new plane? No, that was the Washington. I'm playing Air Arcade, dude. I've just unlocked the backpedal extras they added. I'm just trying to grind up the upgrades. But no, I haven't got a nuke in this game. No, I wasn't dropping a nuke. No. I don't know why you've jumped to that conclusion, Urban, because nobody knows what you're grinding for. Nobody can read your mind. All they can see is you spawned in-game. I don't know why you think you're explicitly being targeted in-game. I mean, again, you might be getting unlucky with spawn campers, but unless you're going into the chat room screaming, I hate everybody, I'm grinding the Eurofighter, come on, hit me. There's no reason logically for anyone to be going after you. I mean, it happens to streamers when they get spotted, but... I don't know. I think that's in your head, mate, that you're explicitly being targeted by the entire team as some weird conspiracy. You have 5... Yeah, I've had 5 guys on me. It happens. It happens. It doesn't mean that there's some conspiracy going on in the background on the enemy team to go after you because of some arbitrary, non-existent vengeance mission. I think it's just a case of you're there and they're just gonna pew you. It's annoying, yeah. I mean, it's annoying, but it doesn't mean that it's a proactive conspiracy against you. And yeah, people ganging up on people, that happens a lot, especially in arcade. But yeah. You ego push people? Don't know what you mean by ego push. Do you mean you shit talk them in chat? I don't know what you're on about with that. Come on. Need to get over there. Well, we'll wait and we'll do a reload though. Might as well. Might as well. Right, so you're doing head-ons, is what you're saying. Yeah, that's very common in arcade. Hey, Desert, how you doing?
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones.
Alright, we got our reload back, so now I've got to wait. What we need, really, is sights. My team is not getting sights, although it looks like A might be coming down. You're doing realistic? Hey, fair enough, up to you. Just try and dip out if you can. You can't really afford to lose vehicles in realistic for obvious reasons. Oh, was that Yak 15 doing something? Holy crap. Oh, good Mr. Yak 15. Right, I'm gonna go for the other one then. Oh, thank you, Desert. Appreciate that. That's most kind of you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I will be doing more content over on there outside of the lives at some point. I just need to get around to getting organized with it. Life's been a little hectic, to say the least. But I hope you enjoy it over on that. It's been alright. We're just trying to get BP grind done. Battlefield? I've played Battlefield. Long time ago. I haven't played the most recent one, but I have played Battlefield. There is a crossover between War Thunder players and Battlefield players. It does exist. I couldn't give you exact numbers on it. Realistic is where the RP grind is? Yes and no. You're both right and wrong at the same time. And if you want me to explain why, I am happy to explain why. I've already talked about it once today on stream because I was educating someone.
Now we need to hold it.
So much RP? Yeah, but there's a caveat that you forget about, Ole. And this is the bit of nuance as well that everybody forgets, and they make blanket statements like you do. 10k a match? That's lovely, but there is nuance. Ole, there is nuance that you're very much missing. And again, this is why these blanket statements are dangerous. Because it can be misleading. Like I say, happy to explain. But yeah, you might have had a good experience with it, that's cool. But as I say, it's not an absolute, it's not a guarantee. Like you're trying to frame it as. Got a bit mad at someone. Oh, okay. Okay, bag, that's weird. Is he just running off the edge of the map and being an ass? Don't like it when people do that. Annoying. Hi, Ronald. How you doing? Alright, I'm gonna just sweep these ground targets and we'll see what we can get. Hopefully we'll be alright. Hey, how you doing, King? Matches are quicker. Win or lose. Yeah, potentially, Ole, but as I said, there is nuance. I'll explain what the nuance is, because again, you may or may not be aware. So, as you've alluded to, match time and queue time is a factor, so 100% agree with you on that. You've got to bear in mind performance differential, though. So, if you're someone who can far more competently play arcade versus realistic, you could, in theory, actually earn more points. If there's that significance of a performance difference. The other factor to bear in mind is BR differential. So if you play substantially higher BR in arcade to a level of good proficiency versus, let's say, you can only do tier 1 or tier 2 of realistic to an okay or similar level of proficiency, the BR scaling is then going to kick in and potentially offset anything you would have earned via the difference in the mode. If you have a situation where you play both BR, like the same BR range, equally good in both modes, and yeah, absolutely, the percentage-based scaling in realistic is going to kick in and you'll end up better off with more. But, as alluded to, that scaling is percentage-derived based on your performance. So, if you play like shit, you get less back, basically. So, you either have to play roughly as well in realistic as you do as in arcade, or you need to be playing, you need to balance it out and basically check. That's what you need to do. It's not guaranteed. Like I say, if you play substantially higher BR in arcade, or you just play better in arcade in general, you actually will be better off. Again, it's the scaling, it's a percentage bit. So, if you can do better in the more difficult mode, then great. But people are not always like that. You got to bear in mind, humans play differently in different situations, and then obviously like queue lengths in certain BR ranges are better than others and yada yada, so that can waste time. Match lengths can vary. Am I better in ground or air? I'm personally better in air by quite some margin. Thanks for the follow as well, by the way, Austin, appreciate it. But yeah, not everybody wants to ground pound in matches, Ole. That's another thing. Some people don't even have the vehicles for that. Again, your situation isn't necessarily what everybody else's situation is. You've got to bear that in mind. What works for you isn't necessarily going to work for everyone else. So while I appreciate you've got a strategy that works for you, and I'm very happy for you, as I say, saying that realistic will universally guarantee you more returns is not factually accurate. Which is why the statement you made is dangerous. In an ideal world, it would be better, yeah, but it's not going to be universal truth, the way a lot of people portray it. If that makes sense. Like I say, there is nuance to be had. My ability in tanks is a prime example of this. Hi, Scott. I don't know what you're disagreeing with, but feel free to disagree, that's fine. But yeah, I actually earn substantially more in arcade tanks because I just play that much better in them and I can play them to a much higher BR. If I try and do realistic tanks, it just turns into a crap fest. So I actually end up losing point progress. Gotta believe to perform. Belief is important, absolutely. Skill and understanding of the game is also extremely important. You know, I could go up in an aircraft today, but I can believe that I can do it, but I don't have a pilot's license, and I don't necessarily know the vehicle. I probably would crash the vehicle. So, you know, it's good to have faith, it's good to believe and try, but yeah. Faith in oneself and actual skill do not necessarily correlate. Gotta start somewhere, 100%. Yeah, well, again, that's, personal preference, Ole, depending on what you want to do. BR is better. I don't know what you mean by BR is better. I don't know what CBT is. Sorry, Ghost. Don't know what that is. Feel free to elaborate, be more specific. But again, I still stand by the statement that the realistic being better for progress is not necessarily strictly true. Oh, like, as I say, there is more nuance to it. Alright, let's keep queuing. I want to get this done. Really nice to get these done. When I start playing properly in the other vehicles, that will help. Yeah, you're entitled to say that you don't like a mode. I don't agree with calling it a medical condition. That's kind of toxic, but you do you, mate. As for balancing, I can't really comment on that. I don't play tanks enough to make an informed decision on the balancing discussion. I make content in multiple places back. I'm not explicitly allowed to say where, unfortunately, due to TOS. If you go look at the link tree on my socials, you can work it out from there. But I'm not allowed to be specific, I'm sorry. Alright, let's try and dunk on this over here and get some, points. And yeah, Ghost, if you care to elaborate, that would help me understand what on earth you're on about. I don't know what you're yapping about, dude. Oh, well done, Urban. At least you're getting there. It's good. Practice makes perfect. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just gotta line this up. Try and do as much damage as we can. Just need to try and drop some batches on here. Hope for the best. I have got detonation delay on, so we're gonna have to wait a minute. Come on, just hold. I'm not gonna be able to stop this pitch down, unfortunately. Anyone gonna go for me, so back gunners? No? Okay. Right, we'll J out of that one. We'll J out of that one. I have got backup, so we can throw them in. Right. I'm not sure how many I've got, though. I need to double check that. I've been meaning to check. Right. I don't know off the top of my head, Tom. Sorry. Let me know the set in the BR and I can check after this match. I can't recall every vehicle off the top of my head. I'm someone who collects vehicles, so I have thousands of the things in this game. Oh, it's the event bomber? Oh, I definitely don't have the event bomber. Yeah, I didn't bother going for that. I don't have the time normally for the event stuff. Yeah, I normally don't have the time for that. I have to focus on doing my dailies. Someone came into spawn for me. Right, let's go for these. Let's try and get this in. It's a shame I couldn't go do another run, unfortunately. We got intercepted, but it happens. It happens. Is he gonna dip me? I need to keep an eye. Right. Oh, someone got the Tempest. Okay. Hi, Robert. Yeah, this guy's gonna dip me, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, here we come. Nope. I didn't want to go up to him, but... Because I can't keep up with that. There is no way I'm keeping up with that thing. He is going to be annoying. He is going to be extremely annoying. Right. Let's get back in there, see what we can do. That B-17 would be nice. That would help me with an objective. I am really far away from it, though. Don't think I'm gonna get there in time. I'm gonna try. Okay, got that one. Right, that'll count for an objective. Favorite prop? I mean, I like the Typhoon, personally. Yeah, the problem was he was dipping me from above. He was gonna get me before I could even initiate something like that. That was my concern. Which is why I went for a more head-on approach. Hi, Kenji. The BR, I think 6-7 at the moment. Hey, Gethin, how you doing? No realistic, no follow? Well, that's fine. You can go somewhere else. I do play realistic, but I'll play it when I want to. That kind of immature attitude is something I don't care for. You can take it somewhere else. Have a lovely day and all the best. Oh, fuck, no ammo. We're on fire. Let's get rid of those. PC, yes, I'm on PC. Yeah, I'm on PC. The other person can't even say sorry, so they're getting a ban. Right. Yeah, it was unfortunate, the timing on that. I was a bit spammy with the ammo, so it was a problem of my own making. You can get this game on Xbox for free, Bradley. It's also available on PlayStation. Just search it up on the store. You just won't have access to the marketplace. But yeah, game is free to play. It does have microtransactions though. Hey, Spectre, how you doing? No worries, Bradley. Best of luck with your journey, innit? If you ever need help, feel free to drop by. I'm happy to explain stuff. We're going to be doing a new player content series here as well, so it's not out yet. So feel free to ask questions in the lives for now, but that will be happening. I'm going to be doing like daily tidbit kind of like factoids and then longer topic videos going into things in more detail. I've got one behind me.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
I've got to try and deal with this guy. Sea Harrier, yeah. I didn't grab the Sea Harrier. I've got the, I went and grabbed the Vixen recently. I've got that. I'm looking forward to playing that. That should be fun to mess around with. I want to pick up some more Harriers. I think I have one Tech Tree one at the moment. I need to work on grabbing other stuff. But we'll see, we'll see. I want to do the helicopters as well. That's another thing that's on my list. Got a bit mad. Someone yesterday was running away after the game. Oh, yeah, I saw that earlier. Yeah, try not to let people get you in the game back. I know it's not always easy. Oh, Mirage. Yeah. A lot of people these days are going for the Raphael. Obviously, it just takes time to get to, you know, the grind and everything. I don't know what I'm gonna land on in the end for top tier. I really don't know at the moment. I'm gonna have to wait and see. I mean, obviously I've got my F-16, F-20 and other silly shit, but what I'm actually gonna settle into playing is a whole other thing. About 6-7 at the moment, music. Roughly. We're just doing back grind on the Welkin and the Washington. Got them unlocked, just need to fully upgrade them. Oh, this one, yeah, it's Mark 24. I'm doing arcade at the moment, music. Just grinding dailies at the moment and saying, doing upgrade farming. There we go. Name of the game, it's War Thunder, as per the title. There's a B-29 over there. I'm tempted. Don't really want to lose height. Hey, Jam. How you doing? You're right. I gotta be careful with this BF-109 because he's probably gonna go for me. I've also got several underneath me, which might be a problem. Really, really, really want this one because of that. I think that's my challenge done. This is gonna have to be a really quick whip round. Right, okay, whip round. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, is that one? Yeah, he's there. Okay. Yeah, rockets are not easy to aim. That one takes a lot of problems. Practice, sorry. Why not realistic? Because I don't want to. It's as simple as that. But yeah, main reason behind it, want to play multiple vehicles, doing upgrades and doing my dailies. And I find dailies easier to complete in arcade. Additionally, like I said, don't want to be stuck in one vehicle. Upgrade farming is a priority for me. Don't know what you're saying, Manny. It auto-translated to gibberish. If you could post it in English, that would help. Oh, the homing ones? Yeah, the homing ones aren't so bad. The bloody line and manual aim ones are horrible. They're really rough. They take a lot of practice. I mean, one of the things I'm dreading when I get to top tier is having to deal with flares and all that shenanigans. I have done it, but... No, it doesn't consume me. I play lots of different games. I do what I want. I've got free will and self-control, unlike some people. I am a CC for the game, but I play games I enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, I don't play it. It's very simple. Is that what they're saying? We do have a no religion, no politics policy in here. Well, I just put it into Google Translate, and it implies you were making a terrorist threat, but I'm playing Britain at the moment. Jam, what was the original phrasing? Because I can't see it, because it's come through as auto-translate for me. Oh, it's the pass for God is great. Yeah, please don't bring that into my chat. If I see that again, that will result in a ban. I'm doing okay, JB. How are you? The PC issue? Oh, yeah, that... I think it's our hard drive going, but that's... I'm still working on it. I've not had time to sort it out yet. I've been a little bit busy dealing with personal matters. Oh, he said it when I blew up from a crash. Okay, yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, that's gonna be a ban then. That's highly inappropriate. Yeah, don't bring that shit in here. Yeah, that's a ban. That's disgusting. Yeah, that's a ban. Sorry, I'm not gonna put up with that shit in here. How you doing, Shadow? You're right. Yeah, I hope the kids are doing alright, by the way, Kenji. I know, right, Wolfie? I know, private account as well, go figure. He's banned, Ole. He's banned. He can't talk to you. He made a terroristic and a religion-based threat, so that doesn't fly in here. Regardless of whether he meant it as a joke or not. And then he tried to lie about it as well. So, that's another channel rule infraction. Yeah, I need to get around to dealing with it. I just haven't had time. I take care of my mum full time, and there's been a bunch of other things that have gone on. I've just not had a chance. My OS logic seems to think all the disk healths are fine. I've got another test I need to do on the RAM, but I've not had the time.
Everyone back to base.
Well, bit rough. I mean, he was being inappropriate, so it's his own fault. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Very simple. It's not a hard concept to understand. Back, I've just pwned you on the Discord, mate. If we're around to find out? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right. Okay, that is now done. So we're gonna get the reward for that. That's 3 levels. Oh, it's 350. That's not too bad. There we go. Right. Cool. Okay, so that puts us in a nice spot. 1 mission on that, 1 on that. Okay. Hang on, somebody got knocked down the stairs? What? Oh, your mum's dog's gonna be alright. Oh, yeah, I know it was ages ago. This is the problem, though, is it's me having the bloody time to deal with stuff's the problem. But yeah, it cleared the first set of tests, no issue. Thing is, it took like 2.5 days to run that set of tests. So, yeah, I've got to find a gap in my schedule to have the time to sit and do stuff. I know, you're right. I don't know what you're yapping about, Ole. Presumably some IRL event. I don't know. I think some of your messages potentially got blocked there, dude. I can't see them. Too damn hot, yeah. Replying to someone in chat. I don't see the person you originally messaged, but I don't actually see that message. I don't know what to be like. I don't know. Sometimes just throw it in a hat and see what comes out. That can be kind of fun. Oh, did they? I don't see it. It's blocked it for me. I don't see that comment. Don't know who that was from, but I don't see it. Oh, hang on. You're talking about what Jam said. Oh, yeah. No, that was more like generalized thing. Yeah, good luck with that music. Hopefully it goes well. So done with the summer. I know, right? I can't wait till, like, September, October rolls down, because it should start cooling down at that point. Should be nice. I can't wait to see Josh tonight. No, that's fine, Ola. That is totally fine, dude. I got no issue with that. Yeah, sorry. The other guy being immature earlier is just like... no bueno. I like a joke, do not get me wrong. I like a good joke, but... there's having a joke and then there's just being a dickhead for being the sake of being a dickhead. And sorry, I don't like that. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, let's do this. 60 Fahrenheit. What's that in centigrade? My brain don't work in Fahrenheit. Yeah, my brain does not work in Fahrenheit at all. Yeah, good luck with the grind, Urban. Hopefully it goes well for you. At 58, oh my god, dude, that's at the top end of my comfortable range. And I have that, because we're stuck with, like, 27-ish at the moment here. It's not nice. It's too much. Too warm. Thing is, it looks like it's gonna be similar all through next week as well, which I'm not looking forward to. Tell you what, talking about aircraft stuff, Ole and Jam. Mentor Pilot, don't know if you watch him. He's great. He does a lot of like air crash analysis, that kind of stuff. Very fun to watch. So if you're into like air incident videos, he is wonderful. Hi Artorias, how you doing? Yeah, I know, right, Nag. I know. When it's summer sale, I don't know. We don't get told. It just happens when it happens. Haven't we already had a sale? Could have sworn we had one a few weeks back. Am I misremembering? Can one of the guys confirm in chat? Hang on, I'm just gonna check with the guys. Hi, Zumak, how you doing? Summer sale's already done. Yeah, how far back was it? It was a few weeks back, wasn't it? Or am I having a brain fart? Are they doing another one? I know obviously they have their birthday event in November normally. But that's like way off. I think that's like the next big one, isn't it? Next sale's November, yeah. Beginning of June. Yeah, there you go, beginning of June. I've got 10 for every nation, Zumag. Yes, it's excessive. I fully acknowledge and accept this. The average player does not need that. But yeah, I have 10 slots for every nation. Yeah, GTA, yeah. See, I'm gonna have to wait for GTA. I'm gonna have to wait till it comes to PC. So probably a year or two before I get my hands on it. I also could get my BIOS settings updated, hopefully by the time that happens, and then I can actually play it. Because I've got a horrible feeling they're probably going to mandate that for the single player as well as the multiplayer. Funny games. 25th of June till 2nd of July, okay. Oh, it was beginning of July, oh okay, so it's like a week ago. Right, that's why that came to my brain then. Okay. Right, so it was a bit more recent. $70 and all. Yeah, see, I'm gonna wait, but as I say, I need it on PC, not console. I do have consoles, I just can't plug them in, is my problem. All my screens are attached to computers, and I don't have a designated spot for consoles at the moment. When I move to the new office, that will change, but I don't think that's gonna be happening in the next couple of years. I am still in the middle of a massive tidy up. So, I'll get the game. We'll do a full single player playthrough of it, but yeah, it's gonna have to wait until it's on PC, unfortunately. Yeah, no worries, music. Have a good day. Stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. And on that note, guys, just a reminder, I won't be live tomorrow because I'm gonna be at Josh's, so I won't have access to a PC. So apologies for that. I will be able to chat with you guys on Discord though, because I will have it on my phone. So if you need to get hold of me for any reason, you can there. The best method is without bombing. Yes and no. Depends on people's personal approach and ability levels. Some people are better at certain things than others. I'm not in a rush for grind, so it really doesn't matter to me. It's kind of irrelevant. I'm just getting things when I get them. But I know people that grind effectively with bombing only. I know people that do a mix. Again, it depends on you as an individual and your personal ability levels. There is no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to this game and how you should approach it. And some things are more suitable in certain modes than others, you know, so... It really just depends. It really, really just depends. But if bombing does not work for you and you don't give a shit for it, that's absolutely fine. Just don't do it then. But it doesn't mean that that's going to work for everyone else. Oh, some people absolutely adore the tanks, which is fine. They're not for me though. I mean, I play them, but... Ground vehicles to grind aviation. So, what they're probably alluding to there, Flynn, is in ground mode you can pick aircraft and put them in. You won't actually grind your tech trees doing that. You will only get upgrades on the vehicle doing that when you fill them. So from a tree progression point of view, it doesn't help you. From an upgrading on those vehicles, if you've got the vehicle selected and allocated into your set, then yeah, you can grind the upgrades on them at least. There is an alternate tech tree mode where you can move your XP, but I believe it's strictly from tanks to helicopters. It will not go to aircraft, so you can't grind the aircraft trees using the tank XP. Does that make sense? I'll show you where the button is for it. Yeah, Sim can be good. I can't play Sim, sadly. I get motion sick, which sucks. Hey, Edo. Hey! Thanks for the heart, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is tanks to helis. I thought it was, but yeah, people miss the button. People don't realize it's there. A lot of people miss that button. You need to finish a ground tree to get the heli option. You don't. You don't. I don't have any ground trees completed, and I have the heli options. Also, heli unlocks have changed. So it used to be, I think you needed tier 5 in both planes and ground to access a heli. Now it's just either or. You don't need both. Hi, Russo. How you doing? But yeah, you don't need to finish a full tree, Nag. Don't need to do that. As for the tick box for the heli thing, I have access to it, and I haven't done a full ground tree. I have access to the option. I don't know if they changed the requirement or what, but yeah, I can use it. And I've really got the bare bones when it comes to tanks. So... yeah, I think there's a few things they have done just to make things a little more accessible. Especially in light of the fact a lot of people are tied into the low tiers. So... yeah, positioning, spotting the enemy before they spot you as well. Which is something I'm terrible at. I'm not bad at spotting aircraft and boats, but when it comes to spotting tanks, I'm terrible. Highest BR? I have max BR vehicles. I'm just not playing them right now. In this current set, we've got 6-7, I think, is the highest. But, and when I say set, this batch of 10 that I'm playing. But I do have some max tier vehicles. British tree. Yeah, I mean, the British tree is definitely more fleshed out. The Swedish tree has got some really strong options across the board. Again, it really just boils down to your play style. That's the thing. Again, I know I keep harping on it. What suits one person ain't gonna suit everybody. It's a lot of, like, trial and error figuring out what works for you, because there's some, like, really dopey, silly things I've played. People are like, oh my god, they're terrible, I play it, and then absolutely destroying them. Or vice versa, you know. Oh, this is so meta, you've got to play this, and then I play it, and I'm like, oh, freak out, you know. So, you just got to figure it out. It takes time. It is annoying, because you don't want to have to. You just want to get into it, you know, but... it's, it can be a little tricky. A little tricky. Yeah, if you learn it, yeah, that's the thing. You gotta learn the strengths and weaknesses of the vehicle. If you can apply it well and outdo your opponent, like, you're good. That's the problem, though. That's a skill in itself. Knowing how to do that. And then adapt that for multiple vehicles is tough. That comes with time and practice. And that is not easy. That's the bit that's really hard. It's one thing to be able to pick a vehicle up and just play it to a basic level, but to play it to an advanced level and, you know, be able to flip-flop between vehicles and it's also like how you deal with the matchups, because you're going to get situations thrown at you that are different in different matches, and you're going to have to play it by ear and adapt. And again, that's where the knowledge and experience comes in, because you'll have a better time doing that if you know what you're doing. How'd you look around? That's C. C button. It's a different bind on console, but C is what I have mine on by default. Don't think I changed that bind, so I think that's the default bind. I've also got my audio dialed a little differently, so I can hear the engines around me a bit louder. It might not come across to you guys, but it helps me have positional awareness without having to necessarily look at the map. Yeah, I'm an arcade at the moment, Joe Rich, yeah. Again, there's a lot you can do. You can do this in tanks as well. You can adjust the engine sounds and stuff. It can be really helpful. I mean, obviously, I'm flicking my eyeballs. You can't see it. I wish I had an eye tracker, but I am checking the minimap every so often. But yeah, I'm using my ears to listen for what's around me. I'm using the minimap. I'm obviously checking the middle of the screen as well. Sometimes you'll see me tab into the map and things as well, just to check what's going on. So long as they don't mess the sound up. That is very true. Yeah, that is fun in games when that happens. I don't mind the first person. The problem is when I start rolling around dogfighting, that's when the vomit starts. Which is why you'll see me in outside of plane view in this game. Give me a non-combat flight sim. I'll sit in the cockpit. Got no problems with that, but... yeah, I don't want to repeat a Cranberry Gate. We really do not want a repeat of that. That was a very, very expensive week. We do not want that. So, yeah, I'd rather not destroy another PC. Yeah, I need to get a joystick. I keep putting it off because there's constantly things I need to fix and sort out. I haven't had the money to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, the guns on this aren't bad. I mean, I wish I had a backup option. That would help me a bit. That guy's lost his wing. My engine has gone. Okay, so now we're officially a glider. I need to be careful with my energy management. Is there any... There's a howitzer there. So this is where I'm just gonna point farm. And then we're gonna go down. Alright, we can hopefully get a soft landing bonus if we're lucky. Ow! Okay. Oh, that was a shame. Should have tried to move over to the left, but I was like, let's try and weave it behind the trees. I'm using mouse and keyboard, yeah, boxing. I mean, he was on the ground. If you got up before the fire kicked off, you might have been alright. Hey, AJ, how you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't have recommended sticking in the vehicle when it went bang. That was a little critical. On the upside, if you have sausages to barbecue, you're covered. So, you know. So, you know, giveth and taketh and all that. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm not going to get much in the way of upgrade on the other vehicles, unfortunately, because they went out so early, but hey-ho! Oh god, I got two behind me. We need to do change of direction here. Could see them on the map. I was going to chance them, and then I realized just how close they were. Oh, crumbs. Okay, well, we got one. Unfortunately, a Mustang took me out. It happens. It happens. I got plenty more options here, so we got Hornet we can run. There's a Seafire. America, yeah, America's got a pretty solid set of stuff. I want to say it's probably one of the more new player-friendly sets. It is pretty packed, though. There is a lot to do in it. But you don't have to do everything. I mean, that's the thing to bear in mind. You just do what you want to do. You know? But yeah, they're a pretty chill set. Oh, French made what, for planes? Or do you do tanks? What do you like to do, AJ? You want to try it? Hey, this is the thing. This game is flexible. Give things a try. If you don't like it, you can just abandon it and go do something else. Unlike some other games, you know, it's good. This game can just you can pick and choose. You can flip-flop. It's okay. You're not going to get penalized for that. Oh, the tanks! Oh, good! Fellow French tank enjoyer. Good, good, good. It's literally the only place I've gotten a god tier so far has been French tanks. As dumb as that sounds. I have been playing them. I haven't played them much, but we're going to play them some more. I've got, like, the AMX-50. And then I had some, like, botman stuff. And, yeah, I ended up with a god tier for the lulz. And we were just being silly. But I like the French ships. I'll play the French planes. And I have been playing the French tanks. So, yeah. We mix it up, you know? We mix it up. Alright. I'm gonna lose this vehicle, but that's fine. First match, good luck with it, Urban. Fingers crossed for you. There's a Spitfire for sale right now. Really? Okay. If anyone is in the market for a Spitfire? Why isn't that not in a museum? Oh, gosh. Your rest line is easy to do. Yeah, exactly, yeah. You'll buy it. Oh, God. Well, you better get Googling then. Drive your Spitfire to work. Hey, I'd be one hell of a flex to turn up in. Who needs a limo when you've got a Spitfire, am I right? Oh my gosh. I do love Spits, they are cool. I just live in aviation museums, honestly. Air shows, no, don't have any plans for any. As I've said before, it'll be announced on my socials when I get around to sorting them out. I don't have an ETA. I'm really sorry. It's not going to be this week. It won't be next week. I can tell you that much. As I say, I have a busy IRL life. You know, IRL stuff has to take priority over stuff like that. Because, you know, for example, I've just spent 2 days updating and fixing encoder issues, for example. So, you know, my time disappears very, very quickly. I'm also behind on getting stuff organised for going to see Josh tonight. Thankfully, I've only got to cook a pizza tonight, not an entire roast dinner now. So, it'll be a 15-minute dinner, but I then have a big long list of jobs I need to do afterwards before I can go see him. Yeah, the hurricanes in-game are not great, unfortunately. I love them, though, personally. Replica or original, I don't know. Somebody said it was listed on the website. I got no idea. But yeah, IRL the hurricanes were insane. In this game, they don't tend to fare as well, sadly, but I still love them. I still enjoy them very, very much. But, yeah, it's one of those things. They've added bowling to Xbox game, fair enough. Maybe people want to practice their bowling, who knows? Should you give it a try? Hey, it's entirely your choice. Hey, Carly, how you doing? You're gonna sell your old Xbox to get a retro Xbox. The fact that you're calling it Xbox X retro. Oh, the replica's not original. You found them online? Okay, fair enough. What genre? What do you mean, of music? The music comes from Epidemic Sound. It's under the playlist classification of action gaming. That's what it's listed as. I have a lot of random stuff we listen to, but it's all fully licensed for the stream. Oh my god, I can't get a decent one. Might have to do that one. America's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Honestly, if you get to the Mustangs and stuff, they're fun. Get your P-51s, P-63. Like, there's some good stuff. I know, right? Jurassic Park is crazy. Talking about Jurassic Park, we need to play some more Jurassic World. I love Jurassic World. We still haven't finished that, but we're near the end of it. We should do that when we get a chance. I'll have to see what I can do in the sandbox mode, because I think there's a big sandbox map you can play. I want to play that. We can make like our own like proper big giant Jurassic Park. That would be fun. Have a laugh with that, you know? Oh, okay, boxing, fair enough. Yeah, this playlist is a little mixed. I like it though, because it gives it a little bit of variety. You're playing as American main now. Fair enough. Hey, if it suits you, it suits you. It's good. I'd say you gotta experiment to figure out what works for you. Just hoping I can get stuff done. We'll try and get a bit more done today, and then we're gonna, we'll go on Forza in a bit. I have got 2 other games today, in Cree Night and that sports card shop game. We'll see how much we can cram in today, I can't promise. I need to see what we can do. So we'll go see Josh at a sensible time. I've got so much I need to do. Yes, Snag, I do need to do that. I know, I need to do that. I need to finish off the Neverwinter Nights LP. I've got it in for some slots later in the month. And then we've got, what was it, Oblivion, and there was another one you gifted me, wasn't there? I've got a list somewhere. June as well. I need to put that in. I'm trying to think, there was another one, wasn't there? I might be brain farting. I'm gonna get around to it, though, don't worry. It's just, I've been playing catch up a little bit from the time off from when it was hot and me being ill. We're getting there, though. It is bloody huge, isn't it? Yeah, having the wings ripped off of it's, a bit annoying, to say the least. Windrose, yes, yeah, that's in the schedule for later this month. I don't know if you saw. Yeah, that is in the schedule for later this month. I did move it around yesterday though, but that one is in the schedule.
Somebody attack him.
Hi, BW. I'm playing the game, mate. And you're aptly aware of this. But yeah, Nag, I have got Windrose in. What's the party limit on Windrose? Do you know?
Yes.
Oh, well done, Urban. Good job, good job. Windrose. It's multiplayer, isn't it? Or am I misremembering? Doesn't it have a multiplayer option? Yeah, it's got co-op, hasn't it? Yeah, what's the limit on it? Ah! Yo, SP! 40 stream streak, man! Nice! Well done. The answer is yes. Okay, that's fine. I'll look it up later. I'll double check. Thanks for the follow, by the way, BW. Appreciate it. Hey, Mark. How you doing? Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. I just can't remember. But what I might have to do is party rotate people. Best countries to get jets in fast. I mean, Sweden's pretty lean. You can get through that pretty fast. That's a normal go-to. America's pretty simple mechanically early on. It really is going to depend on what suits you, though. But yeah, America or Sweden are two of the ones I think a lot of people target. France is a target for high-end jets because of Mirage and Rafale, but a lot of people find the mid-tier really frustrating to deal with. So, although it's highly desirable for the end result, people find the middle section a little tricky to get through. I mean, German and Soviet get picked up a fair bit as well, but I think the opinion on those can be a little mixed. Hey, what up, Mark? Good, good, good. Oh, it's a maximum of 8 people. Okay, that's pretty good then. That's quite a few. Hey, SP, I will sort you out with that after the stream, alright? Congrats on the VIP. I'm gonna have a few VIPs to sort out today. We did Elsie's the other day. Listy's done one today. SP's done one. Max 8 in a party, yeah. Hi, Cammy. I'm fine with it. I just keep getting targeted and have the wings ripped off of it, but we're fine.
The enemy is winning.
Recommends 4. Okay. No, that's all good. That's all good. We'll figure out. What? Remembered what? The pronunciation? Ow! Oh, it's that? Yeah, yeah. Sorry. I'm trying my best. I am trying. Bombers need big stuff. There's a joke in there somewhere. Thanks for the share, by the way. Appreciate it. We're slowly getting stuff done. We're getting there. Hey, Frog. But yeah, we'll get a few more matches done today, and then, let's say, we'll do some... Who wants to play Forza today? Just so I've got an idea. Mark, thanks for the T-Rush, by the way. I need to go flush the loo in a bit. I put some stuff down it to clean it. You know, make sure. What we're doing in Forza, so we're going to be doing wristband. I've got a new wristband unlock ready to go. I got an event. And then, I think we're going to target some of the weekly stuff, and there's some story things to do. So it'll be a mix of things. But yeah, first bit will be wristband event. Because I've hit that, and I wanna get it done, because it keeps screaming at me to do it, so. No, that's all good, Cammy. I do try and remember people as best I can. Thing is, I don't remember people off of name. What I do is I remember people off the shape of their username, because I'm quite visual. Ah! So, and I also make associations. Like if there was a silly joke or a comment or something, you know. That's my way of mass remembering names. It's silly, but it works for me. The thing is, as well as like associating like colors or profile icons, that kind of stuff as well is another thing I do. It just helps me with kind of soaking it, because I am terrible with names IRL. But if I find a visual way to represent a username, I'm much better at remembering it. What time? Sometime the next hour or two, we'll swap over to it. You got that? No worries. Have a safe journey on the bus, Kemi. No worries. Have a good one. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you before the weekend. I'm not going to be live Friday or over the weekend because I'm going to go see my partner. But, so next stream will be Monday. How'd you grind faster? Well, the better you play, the more you get out of it for a start. You can do precursor grinding. Spade your vehicles. There are strategies and things you can do. Use boosters. But yeah, a lot of it's going to boil down to your performance. So learning how to be a useful teammate should be priority number one. That should be priority number one. You'll get there though. You'll get there. Time and practice makes a huge difference. Ooh, I gotta flip the ass end of that up. Oh, the footy. Yeah, everybody's really upset about that. Ah, okay. They took my ass off. Lovely. Oh, by the way, you know we had that Muppet coming in the other day who said, oh, the reticule is for aiming at the ass end of the plane. I worked out why he was being so stupid. I sat and had to think about it. I worked out what was going wrong and why and this might actually serve as a good lesson. Let me actually bump this up on screen a second. Let me bump this on screen. I'm gonna demonstrate what I think was going wrong with him. No, I have sussed out. I've sussed out why that guy was being a dumbass. Right, so we've got a plane. Okay. That's your ass end of your plane, okay? Right, he was saying the reticule, let's put the reticule there, was basically targeting this section of the plane, right? He was saying, but it actually targets the center of the fuselage, right? I've worked out why this guy had that misconception. And you know what it probably is, right? You know you're supposed to target the leading edge. Or a little beyond it. So effectively you should be in this kind of area. Thereabouts. For the reticule. Because the reticule, like I say, is targeting this bit here. Right? This Muppet's probably treating it like fucking COD. And doing that. And if he's a kid and he's trying to follow the turning... He's probably behind the curve, right? So he's, in reality, probably aiming his ass here, right? Which is leading to the shots landing here. So that's probably why this guy thought the reticule is for the butt end of the plane. Even though, like I say, it's this section here. But yeah, because he's behind the curve and not actually on the circle and possibly treating this like COD, like it's a bloody FPS target thing. That's why he's on the butt end. Yeah, it is the center of the plane, yeah. It's the cockpit. That's what it's for. Center of the fuselage cockpit. But I reckon, yeah, because this guy's probably treating this like a COD crosshair. It's not this deep. Hi, Alfie. No, it is. We're educating people on some clownery from last stream. It's all good. Anyway, yeah. Probably what's happening is, I say, plane is twisting in, right? Probably are, because they rarely travel in a straight line, right? And yeah, this guy is probably aiming for here, but then not catching up. He's probably like behind on the pull round, so yeah, he's actually ending up with his aim about here, which is why this is getting hit. And possibly a shitload being wasted off the ass end. Anyway, sorry, bit random, but yeah, I've figured out why that guy was being a muppet. But yeah, that's why his aim is so off. And then also, as well, you've got to bear in mind leading edge varies, right? So if I have a plane and they're coming in from that direction, the leading edge becomes here, right? If I have a plane coming in from here, well, the leading edge is now this edge, right? If I have a plane coming in and then they change, well, the leading edge now becomes this edge. Do you see what I mean? Like, the leading edge can rotate. So, and then you have to factor in what distance and speed they're doing. Because if they're going faster, right, then I need to be further out. So he's probably not got enough lead on that to account for how offset he needs it, right? And then you've also got the added issue, as I've pointed out before on stream, right, where, okay, you can aim for the cockpit using the circle, but do you want to aim for the cockpit? Because if I want to aim for the wing, let's say here, well, I'm now going to be on the leading edge, but I'm going to be up here. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, I know, it's paint and I'm using a mouse. So, you know, I have to make the adjustment. And then if it's turning in that way, well, then I'm gonna be somewhere down here to make that, you know, to adjust for the wing position as it twists. Do you see what I mean? So it's gonna change it, isn't it? It's gonna change it, and let's say you don't necessarily want to be going for the cockpit. You might want to go for the wing. You might want to go for a flap. You might want to, you know, just depends. But yeah, so there's lots of different reasons. Right, let me hide my display capture and put the game back on. There we go. Yeah, but that's where that guy was going wrong anyway from the other day. Just, I thought it was good from an education point of view, because it's one thing to know that he's wrong, but it's also good to understand where that mindset comes from, because if you run into it, you might now be in their head, so to speak. Does that make sense? And then you can kind of correct where the error is. Because if you've got friends that want to join the game, and then they have that mentality, then you might be able to kind of framework where that's come from. Oh, we're playing Air Arcade 6.7 and under at the moment. Some are very thin and long and easy to miss, yeah. Yeah, there's situations where you'd want to go for some things and not others. Again, it really just depends on the situation. The other thing as well is it's going to be convergence as well. Gun convergence is going to be a factor, because again, you've got the distance. But yeah, if someone's within your gun convergence range, well, you're going to have to offset your aim to deal with the convergence. Whereas somebody outside of your convergence range is also going to have to be dealt with slightly differently. Do you know what I mean? And that's something I really ought to cover in a video, I think. Because it's one thing to understand convergence, right? And know which vehicles it will apply for and create an issue on. But it's another thing to know how to react and deal with it. Because, as you frequently know, planes are never going to be sat exactly on your convergence point. It's extremely rare unless you get the setup right. I mean, obviously you want to try and aim for people being there, but you're not necessarily going to be orchestrating a situation where that's possible, right? So, I think being able to adapt to what you have your convergence set at and deal with the situation that evolves is also super important. So, I think we'll probably add that into the lesson set that I'm going to produce. So that we can kind of, like, explain the impact of setting a different convergence range. But also how to deal with someone who's outside of your convergence range and inside of your convergence range. Because you can still fight someone and take them out. It's just obviously if you've got convergence and it's miles off in the distance and your guns haven't hit convergence point, well, let's say you're trying to hit them with the left gun. Well, if you can position right, you still could potentially hit them. You've just got to offset your positioning to do that. You know? And it can be done. I mean, the amount of people that have just whomped right past the front of me and I've managed to spray and get them. And that's because within my convergence, yeah, they're inside of it, but they're still in the track line for the gun. So, you could still hit them. Even though the reticule would imply otherwise, but that's because the reticule's aiming for where the convergence point is. So, I think that's something that might be worth adding in. Because I think that might help some players who get confused. Because it's another thing that I think might be throwing some people off with the whole aiming thing and not understanding why they're not getting the results they expect to. I do sometimes go for bases with the bombers, yeah. Not always, it just depends on the situation. Yeah, I mean, my convergence is set to 800. But I'm used to it. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a trade-off. You need to work it out. You gotta work out what's good for you. I think most people sit on the 400 to 600-ish. I think that's where most people have it. I have mine set really long, but I like it that way. I'm weird like that. But it does have an impact. It is important. I mean, obviously, if you've got a front-mounted gun right in the middle, it's going to be not a problem. But anything on the wings, it's going to be a different story. So the random number strings are the user IDs. The -1, I'm not quite sure what that's about. I haven't worked that out. It should all be user IDs that show. It might be that the account is private and it's not showing the user ID, is my best guess. But I'm not 100% sure. So if I go on the player profile, thing is it might also be bots, but I'm not sure. That looks like a real account. But yeah, the -1s I'm not quite sure about. I have been seeing them. But yeah, my best guess is private accounts, but I'm not 100% sure. Thing is, it should still show the user IDs. It just hides your stats. I'm not sure. I'm really not 100% sure. It's something I need to look into. But I have it set to user ID mode. So. Let me see if I can find it on Google. Warthunder. Let me have a look. No, I'm just gonna spawn my Welk in a second. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't see a reason on Google that would explain it. Yeah, some sets start with more than one vehicle. Urban, but yeah. No, I don't see a reason on Google explaining it. I mean, I could ping my rep at warthunder and just see if they've got an explanation. See, I can look up these players. And they are actual players. I mean, that one's in a clan. But yeah, I don't know why they're not... Their user ID ain't showing properly. I don't know. I really don't know. It's something I'd have to look into because I don't have an actual answer on it. But yeah, it's something I've seen for a while, but I just don't know why exactly it happens. This thing's got the turning circle of a brick. Yeah, he got burned down. Rip, rip, rip. You all okay, guys? Yeah, I might reach out to one of their staff now. I'll see if maybe they've got an answer for it. Because I am curious. But yeah, it's not something I have a set answer on, unfortunately. It is a weird one, though. It is 100% a weird one. Yeah, I've seen it a load. I just don't know what triggers that. Come on. Yeah, head-ons will happen a lot. I mean, one of the things you can try and do is dip out and see if you can outturn them or something. Or try and go towards a ally and see if they can help you with duking it out with them. Try and the other thing as well is don't head straight into them. Twist in. And then you can try and avoid them. So even if they do swipe you, it's a little harder for them to hit you. Stream down. Oh, great, my net's gone. Come on. Do you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me? Okay, Jam can hear me. Okay, it looks like it's only gone down for certain oh god, if they had an outage at Restream. Oh, your electric went out? That's not good. Yeah, hang on. I've got problems on my end. What's going on? I don't know where the issue is. Hang on a second, guys. No, I don't have the event bomber, no. Yeah, hi guys, sorry, you might need a refresh. Yeah, sorry, it looks like it was ingest server end.
Let's keep the pressure on.
Nothing I could have done about that, sorry. That was ingest server, my net was fine, I stayed up on the other platform. fuck. Let's reset my dash. Hang on, I'm gonna have to sort this out. Give me 2 seconds while I redo things. No, it's not that specific platform. It was the ingest server, which is a third party. It wasn't that platform specifically. It took out everything coming directly out of my OBS. The other software that I run for the other platform was fine. As I say, it was the ingest for OBS that was the problem. It wasn't any specific platform that comes off of that. It was just strictly the ingest that was the issue. Bear with me 2 seconds. I gotta redo thumbnails and stuff. Bear with me a minute. Come on. Right, well that's that guy down. Right. Right, while he goes down... Sorry, bear with me a second, guys. I gotta get this fixed. It'll take a few seconds. How to shoot better? I mean, it's aiming, prediction, angle, speed assessment. It's a practice thing. I like universal ammo personally, but other people like different types. Figure out what works for you. That will just take time and figuring out. But yeah, it's about prediction. Don't aim on the circle. You want to be aiming beyond it. But you also need to be on the edge that's appropriate. You need to be on the leading edge, as it's called. But you need to make adjustments, as I say, depending on your convergence, the distance of the player, the speed they're traveling. It, unfortunately, as horrible as it sounds, it really is a practice issue. I mean, I fuck it up on realistic as well, all the time. It's just... Sometimes I do better with it than others. Hi, Ramu. How you doing? You okay? Right, I think I have everything sorted, guys. Apologies for that. As I say, good old ingest server issues. Seems to be okay now. Don't know why it blipped out. Hopefully they're not having issues. But that's outside of my control, sadly. Only thing I can do is if it goes again, I can manually flip to another server. But hopefully that won't be necessary. We will see how we do, though. I'm not allowed to say jam. I'm not allowed to say due to TOS. If you go to my bio, though, there is a link tree. You can find all the different places I make content there. But what kind of content I make, I'm not allowed to specify in which platforms either. But I'm sure you can work it out. But I'm currently doing 5 at the moment. That's all I can say. That's all I'm allowed to say. There is currently 5 going on right this minute. Right. Hopefully we can get a queue. Hopefully we can get a queue. Hi, Fu. How you doing? Armored Core. No, I don't think I've played Armored Core, no. No, not off the top of my head. Don't think so. How you doing, Blue? You okay? I got matched fairly quickly. Right, hopefully everybody can see, but sorry, I've had to put a note in the chat just in the hope that people are not confused. Yeah, sure, Jam, go for it. Guys, can you hear me over on T?
Attack the C point!
Yeah, oh, you can, Nag. Okay, perfect. That's fine. Sorry to double check. I didn't want people sat there with a black screen going, what the fuck's going on? Oh my god, The Sims. I love The Sims. They redid it on Steam, by the way. I don't know if you saw. Oh yeah, the pool drowning. Yeah, that stuff's good. Sorry, it sounds really malicious. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? Thanks for the follow. I actually have it though. We'll play that on stream at some point. I've got the 1 and 2 redo, and I do really love them. I have all of the Sims games, but I even played the Herbs back in the day. That was a really weird niche game that they put out. But yeah, I mean, in all fairness to them to have got in the pool, there would have been a ladder originally before they got a bit. You don't understand your French? No worries, it's okay. Yeah, sorry, I used to speak French very long time ago. I learned it when I was a baby. Unfortunately, I don't remember most of it. So, I can't help with the French, unfortunately. But I will, if you get stuck, just ask. It's okay. I'll try and repeat myself. I think there is, subtitling, though, that might help you out. Let's play the Welkin again. How's your day been, Daniel? Everything okay? That's not good, Papa. How'd you manage that? How did that happen? To be fair, their moderation system is garbage. It is trash. It is so bad. I have an account. I never use it. I just have it to stop people impersonating me. That's the only reason I really have it. Mm-hmm, yeah. Come on. Let's go. Go, go, go. I want to do this. Anybody else for, Forza today, by the way, just so I know? I'll try and get a bit more done today. I don't think we're going to get medium done, unfortunately. I'm just being too slow today. I just wasn't getting wins earlier as well, which didn't help. Ooh. Hi, Leg. How are you? You whacked your... Oh, that's not good. That's gonna sting for a bit. Yeah, try and be careful. I know what it feels like. I've done silly things like that myself. I mean, I broke my toe on a picture frame. That was stupid. I've told the guys about that a few times. Stupid thing is I did it again like 6 weeks later. In all fairness, it was good I did it the second time because it was not healing properly. So I kind of broke it and actually like made it fix itself properly that time. Don't recommend that, but it was kind of a blessing in disguise. Oh, that's not good, Ryu. What the actual fuck, Lag? What happened? Oh, do tell. What happened? Everything okay? I mean, on the upside, at least you didn't impale your javelin instructor, so... I don't want to say it could be worse, but that depends on how you want to look at it. Oh, it didn't do this. Yeah, the serious thing, yeah. I mean, at least you know where to go to reset that. I don't think I have mine set. I've been too lazy. I've done the detonation delay. I don't think I've done the series thing. I just like smashing the space bar. It's kind of nostalgic, to be honest, because it's what I had to do in Microsoft Flight Sim back in the day. I like a bit of space bar smashing. Oh, Nutella. I haven't really ever had Nutella. My partner's kid, well, I say it's my kids, technically. They like it. I've never had it. I don't know. I've never really had an inclination to try it. Your camp dorm is tied a string across the door. Oh, they were doing that. We would, tied it off to a fire extinguisher. Oh my god! Oh, the fire extinguisher dropped on their foot. Ouch! Yeah, those fire extinguishers are heavy as well. So yeah, it basically acted as like a drop point for the... Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of bad. You don't remember if you were involved in it. Okay. I mean, I would argue there's an element of group responsibility in that one. Although, who's gonna health and safety check a prank? You know what I mean? Yeah, not good. Not ideal. I say, there's an argument to say you were all in on it. You're all just as guilty. There is a guy. Oh, you're up there. It's a yak. Yakety yak. Hey, it's always time to make up for it, lag. Never say never. There is always time to course correct.
Somebody attack him!
Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does the occasional bad thing here or there. Is it bad? I'm like, oh, that reminds me, I need to play Syntopia again. Oh, that game is good. Oh, I need to play more Syntopia. I'm so glad they sent that to me, because that game is GOAT. That game is genuinely so good. If you like Godus and like Black and White, those kind it's in that kind of vein. It's very, very fun. Syntopia is fantastic. I wonder if they've done any more updates for it. Yeah, maybe I'll try some Nutella. I'm not allergic to nuts, thankfully, so that ain't a problem.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We've got to regain control of it immediately.
You'll be fine, lag. You'll be fine. As I said, there are many ways to make up the... Oh, by the way, Ken, are you still there, mate? Thanks for resubbing. I saw that yesterday. I did see that. Thanks for doing that, man. Appreciate that. I didn't want to ignore you on that. It's just I wasn't live yesterday. Ah, nuts. I got my plane. Rip, rip, rip. I'll tell you what I might do. I might go to the loo and then maybe we'll just go on, Forza. Does that sound good with people? It's so bloody hot already. It's so bloody hot. I don't know how we'll do today. I'm gonna try my best. Because also as well, we've got Incree Night today and we've got, that sport cards shop thingy. Hey friends, how you doing? Oh yeah, I'd heard about that. Yeah, I had heard about that. Yeah, fun and games that. Ugh, come on. I just need to get over there. We need some territory, ideally.
Attack the main point!
No, he just wants to... I saw what he was trying to do. Unfortunately, I couldn't stop it. Well, you say that, lag. Oh god, that reminds me, I need to renew mine. Oh, I hate going through that process every time. Oh, I need to do that. I think mine... Does mine run out next year or the year after? I can't remember. I need to sort mine out. I need to sort mine out. I have... What the problem I've got is I don't have enough forms of ID. So if I want to do anything, I have to have my passport. Because I'm not officially on the council tax or the bills. I actually had a situation where I applied for a job one time, didn't have enough ID. Thankfully, they let one piece slide. They just accepted driver's license and passport. But yeah, I couldn't give them anything else because I just didn't have anything else. Because everything else I had didn't count, sadly. Yeah, the problem is Josh ain't planning on leaving the UK, and we got 2 kids in tow, so it's not gonna happen. Favorite World War II plane? I mean, I like my Typhoon, I like my Hurricanes and my Spits and stuff. I'm pretty flexible. I like a whole bunch of random stuff. Yeah, there's a whole host of things I enjoy. Right, let me go to the toilet. Well, I say go to the toilet. I'm gonna go flush the loo. I'm gonna go just de-sweaty a minute. Let me, go grab everything. I'll be back in just a minute, guys, alright? We'll get the lobby on, okay? Bear with me just a minute, alright? I'll be back as fast as I can.